Welcome back to Half Haunted Chronicles, where the missing still echo and the dead don't always rest in peace. Tonight, we're heading to Shelby, North Carolina, where a child vanished into thin air, and just down the road, something ancient still whispers through the walls. This is Lights Out. Valentine's Day 2000, Shelby, North Carolina, a cold, stormy night. Not the kind of night anyone, let alone a child, should be out alone in. But before dawn, 9-year-old Asha Degree quietly slipped out of bed, packed her book bag with candy, pencils, and a few clothes, and walked into the rain. She was last seen at 4 a.m. walking along Highway 18. A driver turned around to check on her, but when they returned, she was gone. No screams, no struggle, just gone. Asha was bright, shy, deeply loved. Her parents were strict, but kind. No internet, no cell phone, no chaos. She wasn't the kind of kid who wandered off, and yet she did. A year and a half later, her backpack was found 30 miles away, buried in a trash bag in the woods. Inside was a Dr. Seuss book and a New Kids on the Block t-shirt. Interesting. Items her parents swear they'd never seen before. What child packs up and vanishes in the middle of a storm? And what stranger collects a missing girl's belongings and buries them? Over the years, there were reported sightings of Asha at truck stops and passing cars, but none led anywhere. No arrest, no closure. Some say she was just lured out by someone she trusted. Others think she ran from something. But what could a fourth grader be running from? Family never stopped looking. Posters still hang, her face still appears on missing children's websites, and every Valentine's Day her mother leaves the porch light on, just in case. Asha's story is more than a mystery. It's a wound that never healed, and if ghosts are echoes of unresolved pain, then maybe Asha's spirit lingers too. Not as a shadow in the hall, but as a name whispered in the wind, a small voice still asking why. If you have any information about the disappearance of Asha Degree, please contact the FBI or your local law enforcement. Even the smallest detail could matter. And if you're listening, Aisha, you are not forgotten. So from there, not far from that quiet neighborhood, stands a fortress of stone and shadow, the Pythian Castle. Built in 1913 by the Knights of the Pythias, it was later claimed by the U.S. military during World War II. Used as a rehab center and a prison for those they couldn't save, and maybe it became something else entirely. Guests have reported voices in locked rooms, a woman sobbing behind bolted doors, EVP recordings capturing a single phrase, "Help me." And then there's a little girl in white seen at the end of the hallway, never blinking, never speaking, always disappearing before you get too close. But it's the basement that feels the worst, cold and still. Like something is chained in the dark, waiting? That's creepy. Some believe it's the trauma left behind by soldiers who suffered in silence. Others think the castle itself is cursed, built on land soaked in suffering. Tours are still offered at the Pythian Castle, but not everything inside wants an audience. Here are 3 creepy facts to haunt your day. Some dolls from the 1800s were made with real human hair, sometimes from the deceased. The average coffin bursts open underground within a few decades due to decomposition gases. Cultures bury the dead with ice in their hearts to prevent them becoming vampires. So, a child who vanished into the rain, and a castle where the walls still whisper. In Shelby and Springfield, some questions never get answers, and then some ghosts never get peace. Thank you for joining me on Half Haunted Chronicles. Catch me on the next episode, Choked in the Fog. Be sure to like, follow, and share if you live for spooky stories, haunted history, and paranormal chills. Do you have your own creepy experience or ghost tale? Go ahead and send it to me at halfhauntedpodcast@gmail.com. Until then, stay curious and stay haunted.